When did your professor's grade appeal get you expelled? The expulsion notice arrived by certified mail on a Thursday morning in late October, delivered to my apartment while I was in my engineering thermodynamics class at Riverside Technical University. I came home at noon to find the envelope wedged in my door, official university letterhead visible through the plastic window, and my stomach dropped before I even opened it. Inside was a single-page letter from Dean Whitley stating that I was expelled effective immediately for academic misconduct, specifically for threatening a faculty member and attempting to extort grade changes through blackmail. The letter said I had 48 hours to vacate campus housing, that my student ID and access cards were deactivated, and that I was barred from campus property pending a formal conduct hearing in 30 days. I read it 3 times standing in my doorway, my hands shaking so badly the paper rattled. Academic misconduct, threatening a faculty member, extortion. None of it was true. All I'd done was file a formal grade appeal 2 weeks ago after Professor Leonard Carver gave me a failing grade on my capstone design project. A grade that made no sense given the quality of my work and the rubric he'd provided at the start of the semester. My roommate Nathan found me still standing in the doorway 20 minutes later, staring at the letter. He asked what was wrong, and I handed him the paper without speaking. Nathan read it quickly, his expression shifting from confusion to anger. This is about the grade appeal, isn't it? Carver did this because you challenged him. Nathan was pre-law and had helped me prepare my appeal documentation, reviewing university policies, and helping me organize my evidence showing the grade was arbitrary and unfair. We'd been careful to follow every procedure exactly, filing through official channels, providing detailed documentation, maintaining professional language throughout. There had been no threats, no extortion, nothing even remotely resembling the accusations in this expulsion letter. I told Nathan I needed to call my parents, and he nodded, heading to his room to give me privacy. I sat on our worn couch and dialed my dad's cell phone, knowing he was at work, but needing to hear his voice anyway. He answered on the 3rd ring, and I explained everything that had happened, my voice breaking as I tried to make sense of how a grade appeal had resulted in expulsion. Dad was an engineer himself, had graduated from Riverside Tech 30 years ago, and understood the weight of what was happening. Ian, listen to me carefully. Do not talk to anyone at the university without a lawyer present. Do not sign anything. Do not admit to anything. I'm calling our attorney right now, and we'll be there tonight. He paused, and I could hear the anger in his voice when he continued. This professor is lying about what happened. We're going to prove it. Mom got on the phone next, asking if I was safe. If I needed them to come immediately, telling me this would be okay, even though we both knew it might not be. After we hung up, I sat there trying to understand how my entire future had collapsed in the span of 2 weeks. I was a senior, 3 months from graduation, with a 3.7 GPA and a job offer from North Point Engineering waiting for me after graduation. My whole life had been building toward this. Then Professor Carver gave me a 35 out of 100 on my capstone project, failed me in his class, and destroyed everything when I dared to question why. The capstone project had been our entire semester's work in advanced structural analysis, Professor Carver's senior-level civil engineering course. We'd each been assigned to design a pedestrian bridge meeting specific load requirements and environmental constraints, then justify our design decisions using the structural analysis principles we'd learned. I'd spent 4 months on my design, running calculations, modeling stress distributions, optimizing material choices, creating detailed CAD drawings. My bridge design was innovative, using a cable-stayed configuration that minimized material costs while exceeding all safety requirements by significant margins. I'd presented my project on October 3rd, along with 6 other students in our class section. Professor Carver had asked pointed questions during my presentation, challenging several of my design choices in a way that felt hostile rather than academic. I'd defended my decisions with calculations and evidence, showing exactly why my approach worked. Other students had noticed Carver's aggressive questioning, several of them telling me afterward that he seemed determined to find problems with my work, even when there weren't any. When grades posted 3 days later, I stared at my screen, unable to process what I was seeing. To see the full story, click the link below or go on my channel.